Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking inside the world's most expensive theme park, and yo, you can see, I got the Mickey Mouse top on and things, you get me, so we're ready for this one. Let me know in the comments which theme parks you enjoy the most. But yeah, let's get straight into this reaction.
In just a few short months, we're set to experience a record-breaking theme park. The multi-billion-dollar park is going to be the most expensive in the world. The park in question is Universal Studios Beijing. This facility has been in the works for 7 years. Today, we're going to take an in-depth look at the entertainment complex. We'll see the history behind its creation and the amazing facilities and lands the park will hold, including Harry Potter amusements. We'll also look at the main area where...
We don't call Harry Potter, we call him Harry Portier. You know what I mean? Harry Portier. You know, that's how you say it. That's why I want everyone to say Harry Potter from now on. Harry Portier. Harry Portier. Either one, you know what I'm saying? That's his name from now on.
The park will be based, the Universal Beijing Resort. With its stunning hotels and interesting commodities, let's get started.
Yo, the music got me on a vibe already.
Set to have a brand new theme park opening in the capital city of Beijing in China. First announced in October 2014, the project wouldn't break ground until October 2016. This park will be the third Universal Studios opened in Asia, with Japan's park opening its doors in 2001 and Singapore's full opening in 2011. Yet Beijing's does have something they don't, a full resort on site. In 2014, Comcast, the owners of Universal, announced that Universal Studios Beijing will be created within around 300 acres. For comparison, that's nearly double the size of Disneyland Park in California with 160 acres. The Beijing Park has had a number of opening dates that had to be changed for one reason or another. 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021 have all been stated as the opening year for the Mammoth Park. Yet, considering the ever-increasing large scope of the project and a recent number of high-profile global events, pandemic.
True, with the pandemic, they would have had to have pushed it back.
Yet, as the project grew, more money was invested. To begin with, the investors believed the Beijing Park would attract 7 million people in its first year of opening. But on further inspection, they now believe it will be 11 million. As such, the budget grew and nearly doubled to a staggering $6.5 billion in 2018.
Give me that money. I think I could use it as just as good, you know. You know what I'm saying? So come invest in me, man.
Most expensive theme park in the world.
Why couldn't the most expensive theme park in the world be more closer though? You know what I'm saying?
This Universal cash surpasses the reported $5.5 billion spent on Shanghai Disney Resort in 2016, the previous record holder. Disney managed to attract 11 million people in its first year. Thus, the Beijing team were very optimistic and set about increasing their budget. On top of the attractions that are usually expected at Universal Studios parks, the Beijing park will also feature areas dedicated to Chinese culture. These attractions will take up around 35% of the whole park. This desire is in part driven by one of the park's leading investors, Beijing Shaoan Cultural Tourism Investment, which was created in 2013. The Chinese culture sections are reported to create around 40,000 jobs for locals.
What's this? Kung Fu Panda? Yeah, that's the thing. That's it.
The Beijing park is said to have 7 lands altogether, such as Hollywood Boulevard, and lands for cinematic franchises like Transformers, Kung Fu Panda, Jurassic World, and others that we'll touch on shortly. Each of these lands will feature a number of thrilling rides and tantalizing attractions to appeal to a variety of people.
It just has to be sick, because if it's not sick, it's going to be such of an investment.
The Beijing location will have their own wizarding world of Harry Potter. The magic-filled area will have favorite rides such as the Flight of the Hippogriff and Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, the latter of which is said to have cost a massive $150 million to build at Universal's Islands of Adventure in Florida. Universal originally acquired the rights to the Warner Brothers film franchise back in 2007 for their theme parks. They swooped in after Disney's deal with Warner Brothers fell through. The Beijing park will also have Hogwarts Castle and Hogsmeade to explore as well. A favorite amongst children and adults is the Despicable Me franchise. As such, the Beijing location is going to have Minion Land. There, all things Minion related will be for all to enjoy. One of the facilities is the Despicable Me Minion Mayhem ride. In this ride, you're turned into one of the yellow critters critters and undergo minion training. By wearing a headset and sitting in an interactive seat, you go on a computer-animated adventure, with the original voice cast, such as Steve Carell, involved as well. The animated franchise has been a big success in China. For the most recent film, 2017's Despicable Me 3, it brought in $158 million at the country's box office.
Wow.
For the US, it was $265 million.
Pulling in that big money.
October 1995, the first Waterworld, a live Sea War spectacular, was hosted at Universal Studios Hollywood. The attraction is a 20-minute stunt show that incorporates elements from the 1995 film. The reason it's bizarre is the fact that the film was a flop financially. With a budget of $175 million, it managed to bring in just $264 million at the box office. In cinema, if the box office income is less than double the budget, it's not usually considered successful financially.
That's how it works. Okay. You learn something new every day.
Another iconic director, Zhang Yimou, will be joining Spielberg. Zhang is best known in the West for 2002's Heroes and 2004's House of Flying Daggers. This attraction will give people a glimpse into the filmmaking business. The Beijing attraction will merge both Eastern and Western pop culture and show attendees into the behind-the-scenes secrets of Hollywood special effects. Back in the 80s, Universal agreed a deal with Spielberg that included a clause on their theme parks.
That's holes. I swear that's holes. Oh my gosh. Y'all seem so stupid now, yo. Don't mind me, but yeah, don't mind me, yo. Yeah, that was holes, not Heroes.
Universal Beijing Resort is set to have nearly a massive 1,000 acres to play with. That's double the size of the French city-state of Monaco at 500 acres, just in case you were wondering. In September of 2020, news came out that the resort's main buildings had finished construction. On top of the main park, the resort also has plans to host a second theme park in the future. The resort will have the Universal City Walk Beijing. This section will promote the retail and dining experiences available, such as the Cowfish Sushi Burger Bar, Starbucks, Grandma's Travel Home, and many more. The City Walk will also have a cinema with over 2,000 seats. The resort will have 2 hotels on site for guests to relax in, the Universal Studios Grand Hotel and the Nuo Resort Hotel. The resort has further plans in the future to build a water park on top of the 2 theme parks. They're also in the midst of having a train station for the Beijing subway being constructed for easy accessibility. In 2017, the Chinese theme park industry...
It'd be smart for them to do that, to be fair.
$1 billion in revenue, an increase of 27% from the previous year of 2016. As a result, experts believe that by 2022, the industry could bring in a massive revenue of $14 billion. This is much needed news for Comcast in regards to their new venture in the country. In October 2020, Comcast announced their 3rd quarterly report. Their theme park division had taken a massive hit due to global events. Altogether, parks made £311 million in revenue, a huge 81% drop from the previous year. This is mostly affected by the cancellation of Halloween Horror Nights in 2020, which brought in $1.6 billion in the 4th quarterly report for 2019. Comcast CEO Brian Roberts has stated that they expect their theme park division to break even by 2021. Final fact finish, Universal will soon open Super Nintendo World at their theme park in Japan. It'll feature many characters from the Mario video games, including a feature involving Mario Kart. This venture is said to be on the same scale as Universal's Harry Potter facilities. The cost of the Super Mario Nintendo World is reported to be $580 million. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next time.
What I'm saying is, so who's trying to go China with me? Because yo, Beijing, yo, that Universal, yo, it has to be done because that looks insane, yo. Who's trying to go China? Yeah, me. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for this reaction. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and last thing I'm gonna say is, remember, it's Harry Potter. Peace, guys.